Say five.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Skip Money.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast of East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. So I am very excited today to have a special guest in the studio for the first time, and super excited. I'm a music freak, and I'm super excited to learn all about this business and what they do, and I'm sure you will be as well, because today I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Mr. Andy LeGrand, who is the owner-operator of LeGrand Music Studios. Andy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Skip. It's good to be here. Appreciate it.
Well, like I said, we're thrilled to have you. I'm a somewhat of a guitar player, musician, so I'm super excited to learn everything that you guys do. So why don't you kick us off by telling us about LeGrand Music Studios?
Sure, yeah. LeGrand Music Studio has been operating in Knoxville for about 16 years. We have an all-pro staff, all professional musicians, and we currently have 15 instructors. We recently added our own brand of instruments and accessories to help support the idea of getting affordable quality instruments into the hands of students and professionals. LeGrand Music Studios is really more than just a music school for children and adults. We focus on creating a community environment where students and musicians feel encouraged to explore and discover and develop their own musical interest, whether they're taking the first steps into music or whether they're returning to an old passion or wanting to level up their skills as a professional to the professional level. So really neat environment. We enjoy it. It's a very creative environment. It's housed inside the Fountain City Art Center, which is an art gallery and a place that teaches classes for art, painting, and drawing and things of that nature.
Very cool. Well, you said you have your own brand of instruments. What kind of instruments we're talking about?
Well, currently they're guitars. They're all acoustic. I'm a classical guitarist myself, so we've got some that were designed specifically for classical players, introductory level, and then we have some that's a hybrid in between the steel string and acoustic. So it's like an acoustic neck, but with nylon strings. And we have one of those with a smaller body that are for younger students. That's called the Flint Merrill 1 series, and that one guitar is called the Flex, which is kind of a fun name for that one that's actually hybrid. And then we have your traditional steel string guitars, the concert size, grand auditorium, jumbo. They're all very, very good quality instruments for the price. We purposefully bring these in ourselves because we want to cut out that middleman to make them a little more affordable for people around here. So they're awesome. Fun play. We have a good time. So
that's one thing I found: guitars don't get cheaper.
Oh, they only get more
cheaper. They do not. They do not. Well, very cool, Andy. How did you get? What's your journey? How did you get started in this business?
You know, I'm looking back. I've been asked this question this previously, and I think I started music when I was 4 years old, and I think I was singing in a church choir. And I don't have to go through all those details, but eventually that led into songwriting and the study of the guitar as an instrument. And I performed a good bit when I was a teenager, and that performance led to lots of connections and understanding the depth of music. So as I walk through life, I found a way to give it back. And that's kind of why we do what we do. I think all the musicians here at the studio are in a very similar place. It's a very, very similar thing to just give back what was given to us. And it's fun. We enjoy that process. Yeah.
Amen. Well, in the music industry, which you do a lot, you sell instruments, you do lessons, training. What are some myths or misconceptions in your business?
Yeah, I think the largest misconception that I've had doing this for 16 years here in Knoxville specifically there's a lot of people who think that they can't do music. And I have to disagree with that as a whole. Now, I've met one person who didn't want to put the time into it. And because of that, it came into a place where, it's kind of like, hey, this might not be for you. But the truth is, I believe we're built for it. I think it's within us, and we just got to kind of dust off um, things in order to reach in and understand how to connect with music and understand. There's an academic element to it, but there's also the feel element, and the creative and the expressive element. And I think we're all geared for that. So when people say I don't have a musical bone in my body, I tend to say that's not true. So but I think it's a misconception, and I think that most of the people that I work with would agree with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And I'm a big fan of, if I can learn how to play guitar, and I've got lots of issues, but well, we all do. But to me, there's people learn in different ways, and I think if you can
Yeah.
work around, that particular person's needs, I think
Yeah.
it's easy to learn how to play.
Yeah.
But you just got to work with them. So
once you get past the first general idiosyncrasies of trying to understand where we're going, and one of the things I think that people in general have a hard time, you're taking something that's not tangible and you're making it tangible by playing it, and or writing it or whatever. It's kind of out there, and that's a difficult thing for people to understand. But once they start doing it, it rolls.
it starts making sense.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, outside of work, what do you like to do for fun, Andy?
So I work a good bit. I'm a 7 day a week person right now, but when I have some free time, I enjoy hiking. That's one of my favorite things to do. I like to hit trails in the Smokies and the state parks here in the East Tennessee. I enjoy them very much, and I like to hang out with my kids. We have a good time.
Very cool. Hopefully, they enjoy the outdoors as well.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Well, they live in a great place for it, because
yes, they do.
It's perfect. Absolutely. Well, if Andy, if you could think of one thing that you'd like our listeners to remember about LeGrand Music Studios, what would that be?
Where we're located. We it's amazing. We've been here 16 years, and we have people who walk in this building and go, "I didn't even know this place existed." The building,
Wow.
not just the business, the building.
Wow.
So we teach lessons online as well through our resident sessions, which are geared strictly online. But we also teach in person. We have 8 studios that are geared. There's sound resistant studios for private lessons. We have a big area where we can do classes. We are located in the heart of Fountain City area of Knoxville, which is North Knoxville, above 640, and we're very close to the duck pond, and we're located inside the park, the Fountain City Park, where in the old library building, and you can come in here pretty much 6 days a week, and talk to somebody. You can view the art that's on the walls. You can play a guitar. You can learn an instrument. And that's just a good place to be. So I hope that people can come on down.
All right. Well, for those of our listeners and viewers that are like me, that are, intrigued and would love to come check you guys out, potentially, set up some lessons, or look for a guitar, how can they learn more?
Well, we have a website. It's legrandmusic.org. And there are links to everything we've talked about today. Lessons, they can actually, there's a little form on there they can fill out. Just ask for minimal personal information, which is your name and your email address. And someone will go back to them and talk to them about it if they don't find what they want online. And otherwise, we're out there on the web all over the place.
Very good. All right. Well, Andy, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here, and really enjoyed learning all about you. Going to come check you guys out. Actually, would love to see some of your guitars too.
Oh, awesome, Skip. That'd be great.
Yeah, so I'll come check that out, and appreciate you being here, and wish you and your family and your students all the best moving forward.
Well, thank you very much, Skip. It was a pleasure. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, and would love to have you back sometime.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnptry-cities.com. That's gnptry-cities.com or call 423-719-5873.